Life feels like chaos when you're controlled by your habits instead of the other way around. You wake up late, scroll endlessly, procrastinate on important work, and then wonder why success always feels just out of reach. Here's the truth: your mind is the command center of your life. Every action, every success, every failure starts there. The good news: you have the power to rewire it. You're not broken. You're just running on outdated programs, and today, we're going to update your system. This is more than motivation, it's a blueprint for transformation. By the end of this, you won't just understand your habits, you'll know exactly how to control them, reshape them, and build the version of you that wins. The first step to controlling your habits is awareness. Most people don't even realize how deeply their actions are wired into their daily routines. They say things like, "I don't know why I always procrastinate," or "I can't help checking my phone," as if they have no control. But here's the truth: you can't change what you don't acknowledge. Start by observing yourself for a week. Track your habits without judgment: what time you wake up, when you eat, how long you spend on your phone, what triggers your laziness, or what sparks productivity. Awareness brings clarity, and clarity brings control. Science shows that 95% of what we do is automatic, driven by our subconscious. That means your brain is constantly taking shortcuts, forming patterns to make life easier. Unfortunately, those patterns often work against you. By shining a light on your behaviors, you're forcing your brain out of autopilot and into conscious control. Write it down. Keep a habit journal. Every time you do something impulsive, note what triggered it and how it made you feel afterward. This creates a mental map of your habits, and once you have the map, you can find the way out of the chaos. Once you're aware, it's time to reprogram your mind. Your brain is like a computer. It runs whatever software you install. If you feed it fear, doubt, and procrastination, that's the reality it creates. But if you feed it discipline, focus, and belief, you'll start seeing different results. Neuroscience calls this neuroplasticity, your brain's ability to rewire itself based on repeated actions and thoughts. Every time you practice a positive habit, you're strengthening the good neural pathways and weakening the bad ones. Start small. Want to quit endless scrolling? Replace that cue with something healthier, like reading a page of a book or doing 10 push-ups. Want to eat better? Keep junk food out of sight and stock your kitchen with healthy snacks. The key is to design your environment so your brain has fewer chances to fail. Motivation is a liar. It feels good but fades fast. If you only act when you feel like it, you'll stay stuck. The real game changer is discipline. Discipline is showing up even when your mind screams, "Not today." Think of your mind as a stubborn child. It resists change, but repetition teaches it new rules. Commit to small, consistent actions until they become automatic. Wake up at the same time. Work out for just 10 minutes a day. Read 5 pages every night. These tiny wins build trust between you and your brain, proof that you keep your promises. Discipline creates momentum, and momentum crushes chaos. Over time, you won't need to think about doing the right things, you'll just do them because they're part of your identity. Remember this: discipline isn't about being perfect. It's about choosing progress over comfort, every single day. Bad habits don't happen randomly. They're triggered. Stress, boredom, loneliness, or even certain places or people can activate behaviors you swore you'd quit. To master your habits, you need to master your triggers. Start by identifying what sets off your negative behaviors. Does stress make you binge eat? Does boredom push you into endless social media scrolling? Does loneliness make you text people you know are toxic? Once you know your triggers, you can plan for them. Change your environment. If you eat junk food when you're stressed, remove it from your house. If your phone distracts you while working, put it in another room. If you feel restless at night, replace scrolling with journaling or meditation. Your brain loves patterns, so break the negative loops by creating new, healthier routines tied to the same triggers. When stress hits, instead of reaching for sugar, take a 5-minute walk. This small shift rewires your brain to associate old triggers with new, productive responses. Habits stick when they're connected to your identity. If you just say, "I want to quit smoking," your brain still sees you as a smoker trying to quit. But if you say, "I'm a healthy person who doesn't smoke," your brain starts aligning your actions with your identity. This is the secret of long-term change: shift who you believe you are. Want to exercise regularly? Start seeing yourself as an athlete, even if you're just doing 10 push-ups a day. Want to write consistently? Start saying, "I'm a writer," even before you publish a word. Identity-based habits are powerful because they come from within. You're no longer forcing change, you're simply acting in alignment with who you believe you are. And the more you practice that identity, the stronger it becomes, until chaos no longer stands a chance. In the battle of chaos versus control, consistency is the ultimate weapon. One day of effort won't change your life. One week of discipline won't rewire your brain. But tiny, consistent actions, done over months, will transform you completely. Think about compound interest. Just as your savings grow over time, your positive actions stack on top of each other, creating unstoppable momentum. Read 1 page a day. In a year, you've finished several books. Save a little money daily. In a year, you've built financial security. Consistency compounds. The key is to stay patient. Your brain resists change at first, but repetition eventually wins. Celebrate progress, not perfection. Each day you show up, even imperfectly, is another vote for the person you're becoming. Remember, chaos doesn't disappear overnight, but with consistent effort, control becomes your new default setting. That's how you master your mind. That's how you master your habits.